Meri Brown, actress of Sister Wives, has a reputation for responding angrily to her ex-husband Kody. Meri's attempt to move past her past has resulted in years of back and forth. It appears that Meri is discussing Kody once more. If the fans are to be believed, Meri compared Kody to a culinary item. Relationship updates or family problems are the main reasons why the Brown family is known to produce trauma. However, if fans' intuition is correct, this might become a topic of discussion for a very long time. All of this occurred as Meri and Jen were discussing life during their podcast. Many fans think Meri might have been referring to Kody's curly hair and talking about him by using curly fries. Did Meri say more than she meant to, or was this just lighthearted banter? And why did fans instantly associate it with Kody? To learn more, continue reading. Fans of Sister Wives have witnessed Meri's development throughout the years. Following her breakup with Kody, Meri concentrated on starting again and taking care of herself. She concentrated on connections, personal development, and seeking out new experiences, as her friends advised. Meri recently began looking into dating once more. She also attended a speed dating event as Jen asked her to. TLC show merchandise in a recent episode. Ron went to a fundraising event with her pals. It was at that speed dating event that she also met Ron. Meri was glad that someone was trying to come see her. Meri acknowledged that she liked how he fit in with her surroundings. Since Ron offered to assist her, Jen also commended his sincerity. Later, Meri thought about how crucial it was to be around someone who put forth effort and was genuine. Ron fits with her life, she decided. Meri posted a podcast tape with her buddy Jen on social media on December 12, 2025. Meri attempted to explain to the audience in the video how to find a way to put things right in life. She explained the importance of seeking for the appropriate things in the right places with an analogy to food. She made a joke about buying curly fries at Arby's instead of a steak supper. The fans become investigators when these particular terms were spoken. Meri made it apparent that she preferred a good piece of meat over curly fries as they conversed further. Some discovered that Meri was discussing something else, even if the interaction appeared innocuous at first. Many thought that the remark about curly fries was a reference to Kody Brown's famous curls. After making the connection, Meri and Jen both burst out laughing, which made things interesting. Meri was obviously moving on after trying curly fries, one fan joked. Another acknowledged that their perspective on curly fries had changed. Others complimented Meri and Jen's relationship, pointing out that Jen's expressive expressions gave away the reference to Kody. For years, Sister Wives fans witnessed Meri Brown withstand heartache with a subtle fortitude that was frequently overlooked. She was the first wife, the emotional pillar of a plural marriage-based family, and occasionally the most solitary person in the room. As her marriage to Kody Brown soured in front of the cameras, her suffering was gradually and agonizingly revealed over several seasons. Because of this, fans were on the verge of losing their minds when Meri recently seemed to make a lighthearted but clearly intended jab at her ex, calling him curly fries. Indeed, fries curly. This moment of humor was electrifying in a presentation that had been dominated for a long time by tears, anxiety, and serious discussions about faith and family. It wasn't mean, it wasn't resentful. Meri Brown laughing once more, and on her own terms, was something much more potent. The moment fans started talking, the now famous curly fries remark didn't occur during a tearful confessional or a dramatic altercation. Rather, it was given with a smile that longtime admirers instantly recognized, wrapped in humor, and slipped out in a casual manner. This was not the cautious, reserved, and needy Meri of previous seasons. It was obvious that this woman had overcome her loss. Fans made the connection right away. Despite its seeming lightheartedness, the nickname has deeper meanings. Although jokes and parodies about Kody's infamously curly hair have been around for years, Meri's comment seemed different. It was about regaining control, not about how he looked. Meri was finally not responding to Kody. He was being defined by her. Why curly fries was popular so difficult? Curly fries sounds harmless, almost silly when heard alone. However, the moniker landed like a mic drop in the context of Sister Wives' past. Kody served as Meri's emotional hub for many years. His blessing was important. Her position in the household was defined by his attention. Meri held on to the terrible hope that things may change even as their relationship fell apart. By referring to him as curly fries, that authority was taken away. It made a joke out of the man who used to steer her emotional story. It's freedom, not resentment, fans took note. A change in Meri's vitality. Longtime watchers are aware of how uncommon it was for Meri to make jokes about Kody, particularly in public. Even little criticism was dangerous in previous seasons. Even when it caused her pain, she frequently stood up for him. However, something has changed. Meri's tone has both softened and sharpened after she publicly acknowledged the dissolution of her spiritual marriage. She's grinning more. She laughs more readily. Additionally, she no longer talks about Kody with longing or fear. There was no bitterness in curly fries. It was disengagement. Additionally, Meri believes that detachment is revolutionary. Supporters honor the glow-up almost immediately after the comment appeared. Social media went crazy. Supporters showered comment sections with praise, laughter, and a collective feeling of validation. Many people observed that this particular event felt symbolic, indicating that Meri has at last found emotional closure. Others made comments about how curly fries want to be the official moniker moving forward, complete with gifs, memes, and jokes about fast food. But there was real support underneath the humor. Viewers watched Meri silently endure rejection for years. It felt like justice was done when she made fun of Kody, even in a small way. Humor as healing. According to psychologists, one of the most obvious indicators of recovery following emotional trauma is humor. You don't make fun of someone who still has authority over you. When their hold is released, you make jokes. Meri's remark implies that she is no longer burdened by Kody's endorsement, or lack thereof. Her present is no longer defined by the past. Kody becomes an act of rebellion in a family culture that frequently encourages emotional repression. And at last, Meri is rebelling in the most Meri fashion imaginable. The difference from the past, it's remarkable to see this scene contrasted with early Sister Wives seasons. Meri used to come across as cautious, choose her words carefully since she knew that any mistake could cause conflict in the family. She hardly ever confronted Kody directly. She framed her suffering in ways that shielded him, even when she was really devastated. Introducing him as curly fries completely changes that narrative. It's informal, not bothered. From a distance, almost loving. That distance is important. Meri's reality versus Kody's image. Kody portrayed himself as the family's visionary leader for many years. His viewpoint frequently dominated discussions, and his words held weight. That image is subtly punctured by Meri's nickname. It recasts Kody as a flawed, human being who may be joked at rather than feared or revered, rather than as a strong father. And it raises Meri in the process. She is no longer the woman who is awaiting selection. She is the one who prioritizes humor over hurt. What this indicates for Meri's future moments like this provide hints about Meri's future chapter. Even though she hasn't revealed every aspect yet, she weighs less, more lively, less constrained by the standards that had characterized her position. Referring to Kody as curly fries implies that she is now at ease with her narrative and can reflect on the past without causing pain. Opportunities arise from such emotional freedom. Meri appears prepared to let go of the past and move on, whether that means pursuing personal development, forming new connections, or just living life without regret. A delicate power move, the moment's subtlety, is what makes it particularly powerful. Meri refrained from yelling. She made no accusations. She didn't ask for pity. She made a joke. Meri's quiet humor felt like a masterclass in maturation in a household where emotional power struggles frequently resulted in loud and painful outbursts. She didn't have to prevail in a dispute. All she had to do was grin. Supporters look past the lines. A lot of viewers think the term is more than just a jest about hairstyles. Curly fries suggests complexities, tangles, and twists, possibly a light-hearted reference to Kody's many inconsistent actions over the years. For some, it's just Meri having a good time without worrying about maintaining his reputation. In any case, everyone agrees that Meri is no longer being cautious. Fans are overjoyed. Why this point in Sister Wives history is important: there has always been more to Sister Wives than just polygamy. Fundamentally, it's a tale of identity. How individuals lose it, struggle for it, and occasionally recover it in surprising ways. Although Meri referring to Kody as curly fries may seem insignificant, it has a significant impact on the greater story. It's a pivotal moment when sadness gives way to humor and longing to self-worth. The last point to remember: Meri Brown made her point without resorting to a spectacular altercation. She didn't require passionate speeches, tears, or threats. It took her 2 words: curly fries. Years of development, healing, and quiet power are contained in those words. They are a symbol of a woman who has learned to laugh in the sunlight and has finally emerged from someone else's shadow. It wasn't simply humorous for those who have followed her journey from the start.